Hi, and welcome back to FemLogic AI, where we show you how to automate and use AI to make your lives easier so you can free up some time to do things that bring you joy. So today we're going to talk about Google Gemini. So this is new. At the time of this shooting, it is only about, a week old maybe. So Google Gemini is the large language model that is powering Google Bard. So it is Google's competitor to ChatGPT. And so we're going to explore that a little bit. So they've come out with something that was significantly better than Google Bard. In my opinion, Google Bard had a lot of shortcomings compared to its competitors, but they've really they've brought themselves back up to the top. And some people even think it's better. But I'll give you my opinions, and you can go out and look at it and form your own. So let's get started in exploring Google Gemini, Google Bard that's powered by Google Gemini. Thanks. All right, well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go out to bard.google.com, and you will see that right up here. And so it's going to come up like this. And so I intentionally didn't set it up because I wanted you to watch me walk through it. So when you come here, you're going to go, I'm going to try Bard. You're going to do that. You're going to go through the privacy. Of course, if you say no thanks, then you really don't get to explore the product. So you do have to scroll to the bottom. I did the thing you probably should never do, which is not read these terms of service. But we're gonna trust it here and agree since I want to play with the product. And it lets me know that Bard is an experiment, so that it is not the end-all be-all answer. So if you ask it what the meaning of life is and it gives you an answer you don't like, your call on that. So maybe don't trust it for everything. As with everything with AI and all of these tools as they come online, I would definitely use your that human factor, that knowledge, and does this make sense? Does it sound right? Definitely double check. Never take anything copy paste directly in. So it asked me if I want emails. I am not going to do emails because I get enough of those. And then I come in here and it says, "Hi, I'm Bard." So it's got these little things in here. Which I really like. It's got understand, create, and explore. And so I really think this is a neat little feature that ChatGPT does not have. And so and go through here, especially in the free version. So everything I'm talking about with Google Bard is the free version, so I haven't paid for anything. I am told they are coming out with a Nano, which if you have a Google Pixel phone is already on there. And I do not. I have an Apple phone. So the Google Pixel, you can already use Nano, which is like a smaller version meant for devices and things that don't want to use the processor speed or have it to, process, but you still want to be able to use the tool. So we've got Nano for those devices. What we've got powered in the free bard.google.com is your Gemini backed and is the pro version. And so if you ever want to know which version you want, you can say, what version of Gemini is this? And it will tell you. So it'll go through and you can actually ask it what version you're on. It says Gemini Pro, as you can see right there. And so you can go through and ask it questions like that. It's actually really smart about itself. Who knew? So, but there's lots of things. So I am going to compare a little bit with ChatGPT. So I've played around with this quite a bit. Some of the things that I think are pretty cool, it still has the extensions. So I do not want to see more. And so it's going to go in here and it's going to see we have extensions. Now, and these are like your plugins that you had in the ChatGPT. Same concept, just extensions like you have. And if you use the Chrome extensions, which I love, this is the same concept. They only have, 5 right now, whereas of course ChatGPT has got quite a head start on them, but ChatGPT has hundreds of them, maybe thousands by this point. Who knows? It's hard to keep up. But so you can enable different features. So you can enable right now. You can do looks like travel related ones, so flights, hotels, and maps. And then YouTube and Workspace. So they are integrating it with the Google Drive, Google Docs, and Gmail. And so one thing I love about Google products is how well they integrate. And if you are working with people from different companies who all use different platforms, Google's a great place for everybody to be able to centralize and use the products because they're all web-based, and that's fantastic. So with that being said, I just wanted to show you those right here. I'm going to go ahead and enable this right now because that's one of the ones I want to play with in a minute. But then I want to go in here and I want to say, okay, we got it. So now let's just use it as a chat. So let's go into a new chat here. And we'll give this a shot. So I mentioned these little understand, create. So if you click on these guys right here, it gives you like an example of what the prompt should look like. And I think this is a really cool feature and one that I imagine ChatGPT will probably maybe borrow. So because I like how it gives you the context. So it says, okay, this is how it should be formatted. Because I think that's the hardest part, like when we're learning something like this and it's so foreign, is trying to figure out what I don't know what I don't know. And so I may not be asking the question in the right way or in the right format. And so now they're giving you a format and they're saying, okay, fill in the blanks. Okay. So it says, write a text message to my boss calling in sick. It's a big, team presentation day. So it's sad to let everyone down. All right. And it tells me I'm a skilled writer. I want to write in a natural, casual style, be polite, kind, and direct, and use a calm and respectful tone. This looks great. Let's just see what it does here. And so I think that's pretty cool. And so it says, hey, boss, feeling under the weather today. Don't want to risk getting anyone else sick, especially on presentation day. So sorry to let the team down. Can we catch up and recordings and slides later? Hope the presentation goes amazing. So I think that's pretty cool. I do think, this is, pretty much what a ChatGPT would give you. There's nothing really complex here. But if you want to come up with your own prompts, you can do that too. All right, so let's start a new chat. So just like in ChatGPT, up here in the corner here, you can click on new chat and it comes up. You can add pictures and all that good stuff. But for right now, let's just try a prompt. So I went ahead and, for sake of time, wrote in there, write a viral LinkedIn post about Google Gemini and the key differences between it and ChatGPT. I said, use emojis, and you are a viral YouTube AI content creator. So let's see what it gives us when I put that in here. And so it's going to give us a bunch of stuff. I told it to, there you go. So it did give me let's see if it adds their emojis later. Now, it did not give me my emojis, which ChatGPT would have. So if I click over and I do ChatGPT on this exact same thing, because I like to do a one-to-one comparison. And again, remember, in the ChatGPT, I'm using 4, but let me go to 3.5 because I want to show you free version to free version. So let's see what it gives me in ChatGPT if I do free to free. Now, I do like how it put in emojis the way I asked it to here. Let's see. It says, and I'm guessing that I'm curious as to if there'll be bias, right? So, let's see. Let's see. Customization, training data, purpose is to focus on enhancing Google services and platform. ChatGPT is a versatile AI model it uses for a wide range of applications from custom support to content generation. Okay, so now keep in mind that using this guy right here, Gemini, so it is going to the web to pull that information out, or it needs to because of it does not have data up to this point. So it wouldn't know about Gemini, right? It will only know about historically what Gemini was rumored to be doing. So going back, if I go back to 4, and let's see what I do in 4. So if I go to 4 and I paste this same thing in, now it should go out to the web. So it's going to draft a post. It's going to, there you go. And it's actually going to go out to the web and pull some of that data in that's new. So I might be able to get better information out of this. Yep, better information there. All right, it's the new challenger. So now it recognizes that Google Gemini is some of the things that it's got and some of the better, more, of course it says the reigning champ is ChatGPT 4, which, it's ChatGPT. So of course it's going to say that. But when I go over here to Google Bard, it gave me a really good, explanation here. I feel like that, like I've said before, I think we're going to have a little bit of a up, like with the companies here, which is great. Competition's good. So as new competitors come out with new things. So they both did a good job. My first impression of Google Gemini, Google Bard using Gemini is that it is the free version, which I'm using right here, is better than ChatGPT's free version. So free for free, I think it's better. But I still like ChatGPT 4. As you see, it completely ignored my emojis. It did not put that in there, but they gave me similar content. So I think that's good. Now, one thing I think that is way cool about the all of this new stuff in ChatGPT, or not ChatGPT, in Bard, is watch this. I'm going to say write I'm going to say LinkedIn post about World War II, and I'd say the most notable helps, and I'm going to spell it wrong too. Most notable events. And so I'm going to say, let it write this LinkedIn post here. And so it's going to pull from its data there, which I think is cool. Yeah, and so it did. It highlighted and it said, okay, here are the key events that happened. Invasion of Poland, the Battle of Britain, attack on Pearl Harbor, okay, D-Day. I would agree with these. I'm not a history buff, but I would say, yeah, these are definitely in the top events that happened during the war. Now, what I think is super cool about Google, and this is not available on ChatGPT, is that you can go through here and click this little double click, and it will verify your responses. It'll go out and do a Google search. So now you're combining both the AI product and a Google search, and you're getting those things together, which I think is super cool. So when you go up here, it highlights things, and I'm like, what? That's pretty cool. So when I go over here and I can actually click on it, and it'll give me a link where it says this is where this information came from and where I can verify that. It found similar content. So if I click on here, it says found similar content. But if I go in here and maybe, like there's a discrepancy, which it doesn't seem to have any discrepancies here, but I think that is super cool and very useful because, as I said, never blindly trust things. But when you click on things, it's going to tell you, okay, well, you can go out here and verify. And if I know that this is a big controversial thing about writing papers and things like that, but this is going to be your new resource. Students, we can't make AI go away. We gave them a new calculator. Now we're going to use the calculator. So this is our new calculator. So this is going to be our sourcing, data, where we got that information, how we pull it together. Like I said, I don't think it's okay to copy and paste, but I do think it's okay to use it for idea generation, maybe forming your thoughts. I struggle with that sometimes, getting my thoughts in an organized manner, and ChatGPT and large language models like Bard, they do a really good job helping me, work around that. So I wanted to make sure I showed you all that because I thought that was very impressive. Anytime you've got to fact-based something, you can do that. Super, super cool. So, all right, let's try another one here and we'll show you some more fun stuff. All right, so again, let's go back here to the let's look at something new. Let's go with images. So I'm going to create a new chat since we're doing with images. And so if you notice, I have that upload image right here, and this is the free version. When I go out to ChatGPT and then I click it, move it to 4, right here, I can no longer upload it. So I'd have to upload an image there, and I can do it, but it's not going to be default. So it's defaulting to, see, it says DALL-E 3. So ChatGPT 3.5 does not have DALL-E 3. So when I go to 3.5, I lose my little upload thing. So I can't upload documents and I can't upload. And so that's on the free version. But on my paid version of ChatGPT, I can. So I think that's pretty cool. And so it looks like I have a limit now of 40 messages, which is new. Okay. I'll have to do some little research on that. But okay, so we got ChatGPT. Then we go over to Bard, and it's free. So let's upload an image and see what it can do. Okay, don't show this again. So, all right, upload an image. I'm going to go out here, and I got this image off the internet, and I'm going to say, where is this image from? And I know where this is from. It's actually from Louisville, Kentucky. So let's see what it says. All right, it's thinking. It's doing an image search. Oh, look, it did figure it out. Okay. It's it's the mansion in Louisville, Kentucky, and it's an abandoned mansion. So I am from the Kentucky area, and so I was familiar with this, so I pulled it up. All right, let's see what it says. All right, let's Google and see if it finds any in the description it gave me. Let's see if it finds anything in there. Nope, but I can click on it. Didn't find any. So it does say, okay, Google search didn't find any relevant content. Okay. So I guess when Google looked at the picture and said it is surrounded by trees and sits on a hill overlooking the Ohio River, it could not find that in its Google search. And it also could not find that it was a 3-story brick, but when I look at it, I can tell that it's a 3-story brick. So that's interesting. So what's happening here is the Google search can't find that specific written out in text. However, the Google image saw that it is a 3-story brick building and, those things, and that is surrounded by trees. And so it found those things. And I bet this one. All right, so with this comment, and then this one says it found different content, and it says it was built in 1852. And look at this. This one says that it is got a differing, it's been abandoned since the 1920s. And this one says, look, it says 1860s, 1852. We're close here, but that's also Facebook. So I would definitely question that. So anyway, I just think it's cool that you can look that up. But it does a really good job. And like I said, going over to ChatGPT, the free version, you cannot do that. You would have to do that on your ChatGPT 4 version, the paid $20 a month. So let's try something new. Let's try and see what we can do with an image. Let's see if I can get it to, let's create a new chat. Let's see if I can get it on the same image thought process there. Let's see if I can get it to create a logo for me. So build a logo for my tennis team with a tiger, the word tiger, and use the colors orange and black. So school colors, mascot, let's see. All right, let's see what it does, because I know ChatGPT 4 can do this, but the free version cannot. So let's see what it can give me. All right. So it wrote me some stuff about the logo, but it didn't actually give me a logo. Let me see if I can create an image. All right, and I will tweak it a little bit. Let's see if it'll create an image this time. So I may just be doing this wrong. All right, let's see what it says. Oh, it's still learning to create images. Okay, so that's interesting. So I had not tried that yet. So let's see. All right, so after a little research in Google Search, I realized that Bard does not have a DALL-E 3-like component. So I was a little confused by when they said it was, text to image. And so what it's saying is it can look at an image and tell you what's in an image, but it cannot create that image for you at this time. No, I'm sure it's on the horizon. So, we've got a lot of work to do there. So, but for the most part, I think that we've got a good sense of what it can do. Now, another thing it cannot do that you can do in the ChatGPT 4 Pro version is you cannot create your own models at this time. But like I said, I think it's still a good product. All right, so that concludes what we've learned about Gemini so far. So I'm still learning myself and trying to figure things out. From what I can tell, like I said, I think the free version, apples to apples, is going to be, Bard's going to be the winner with the Gemini backend now. So that's a surprise. But if you're going to go paid version right now, so now I have not paid for Google Gemini Ultra, which is their version of the paid version, and I also don't know how much it is, and so I know they've got one coming out very soon, and I might have to pay just to see what it looks like, but so I don't know what that entails, and so my guess is it has a lot more features. But for right now, I would say if you're going to go with the free, I would stick with Bard for right now. I think this is, like I said, there's going to be a swing back and forth on this. If you're going to go for the paid Pro, I'm still leaning towards the, GPT-4 ChatGPT, just because it has the DALL-E built in. It also has the analyzer. One thing I didn't mention or show you is that both of the tools will generate code. However, that is not part of my regular job. Therefore, code to me, spitting out code doesn't tell me a lot, so I didn't do that. But I think that both tools have great analysis capabilities, as well as text to image, text to text. You can also talk to Google Bard and use your voice and it'll translate. So all those things are really cool. And I do like how Google Bard has something specific for the phone. I use ChatGPT's online all the time on my phone. So it's a regular thing for me to use. So if you like it and you found some new features, let me know. I'll keep digging, and when I find out some more stuff. But I wanted to do something real quick just so that you guys could get some stuff out there if you wanted to start playing around. So hope you liked it. Have a good day, and I hope we showed you a way to save some time so that you can do some more things that bring you joy. Thanks, and have a great day.